What's going on, friends? It's your boy Danny Brasco Bets. You are live and direct right here at Pick Profit. So now you can't leave. Ring ding ding ding. Lucky number 7 hits and the heater stays alive. You know, we've had some great picks throughout this streak, but got to admit, got a little lucky on that one last night. Dallas Mavericks versus Denver Nuggets goes to overtime, so our over 224.5 can hit, and it did. What a game. Hope you guys were watching that one. So the heater stays alive, 7-0 in the last 7, 8-1 in the last 9. Let's keep it rolling. Before I get into the pick today, guys, make sure you reach out to us about our weekend package. Really good deal. We're giving you guys 2 Supermax plays, all the NBA plays, and all of our NFL plays, playoff football. You want to be involved. Going to be some great games, and I really like the action I'm seeing already out of the team and the picks we're cooking up. So get involved, shoot us a DM, and we'll get you all set up with a big weekend package we have coming. Here we go. Let's get into the pick of today. I'm going to look back at the NBA, into the late night West Coast games. I love these matchups late night. Watch until 1 a.m. over here, East Coast time, just on the edge of my seat. Really good games, and here we go into Clippers, Warriors. The second of a back-to-back in this one. I like these little 2-game series they're doing, kind of baseball style. Gotta love it. And, well, let's take a look at these teams and dive into some stats, some notes, and figure out where we want to make our play. Clippers, 6-3 straight up, 6-3 against the spread, doing a nice job this season to win and cover. We like that. Out of a team we're backing. And the Warriors, 4-4 straight up, 3-5 against the spread. They're battling. No Klay Thompson, not the same team. Curry trying to put the team on his back. A lot of young guys all around him. You know, Wiseman looks like he got some talent. I heard someone on TNT call him a poor man's Chris Bosh. I don't agree with that. You can't say that quite yet. He's got an interesting kind of wonky game, but he looks like he's got some talent, but he's obviously very green. He's a rookie. He's got to work on some stuff. Sometimes they just look stagnant and stale. Kelly Oubre, you know, I could build a house with all the bricks he's been throwing up. So Warriors having trouble with doing it just with Steph, but still impressive, honestly, to be 4-4 and where they are. So let's take a look at the Clippers first. LA had dropped 2 of their previous games before they picked up that road victory against Golden State. They'll be on the road again in this one. This one's going to be played in the Bay Area once again. And LA in that one, you know, largely both teams didn't shoot the ball great, but LA won the rebounding battle. That helped them win the game. They won 48-35 on the glass, and, you know, that helped them turn around the 20 turnovers that they had. So if you're going to be able to out-rebound your team by, you know, 13, the other team by 13 boards, it's going to help when you're giving the ball away a lot. You got to grab those possessions up. Kawhi and Paul George both had 21 points, and that led the Clippers to a victory, even though the Warriors battled late in that one. Clippers are 17th in scoring offense, averaging 110.6 points per game. Not bad, but not great. You know, bottom half of the league thus far. Their team is a little bit, a little bit different stylistically. Obviously now coached by Tyronn Lue. Doc Rivers had them as that high-flying run-and-gun offense, but thus far this season, they've gotten it done more so on the defensive end. That's how they're winning games, less so out-shooting you and more so holding you and limiting you to points and being able to play smarter possessions than the other team. They're 11th in total scoring defense. So they're giving up an average of 108.6 per game. So, you know, like I mentioned, defensively oriented now. They're 6th best at defending the 3 ball in the NBA, and obviously we saw that in the game against Golden State previously. They held them to a pretty bad night of shooting from 3. I will say Warriors had some open looks. They just kind of shot poorly, but with Pat Bev, with, you know, some of those perimeter defenders, LA can defend the 3 ball well. They are, back to an offensive stat category I always like to look at, they're 29th in pace of play. So more half-court offense, like I mentioned, less run-and-gun style, a lot more measured. 29th, second to last in pace of play. They've slowed it down this year under head coach Ty Lue. Let's look at the Golden State Warriors now. Warriors could not do enough, like I mentioned, to get the victory the other night against the Clippers, but they did battle back in that game. It was close in the 4th, and then the Clippers, towards the end, pulled away. The Warriors shot 45% from the field, and they were 8 of 30 from beyond the arc, so not so great from beyond the arc. They're 9th in the league, however, in scoring offense thus far. They put up some big numbers in recent games against the Trailblazers, against the Kings. Neither of those teams play great defense, so I'm not that surprised by that. But they dropped like 137 on both those teams. And then, you know, they faced the Clippers, didn't shoot nearly as well, and they put up 101. So, you know, it's about who you play. The Warriors, like I mentioned, 9th in scoring offense. They're putting up an average of 114 points per game, and they're 27th in the league in scoring defense. defense, allowing 119.5 points per contest. So not defending well at all. They have Draymond back now. He's recently back. He's played the last couple games, so maybe that starts to make a difference. Early season, early statistics, early rankings. Let's not look too much into that, but it's apparent if you're watching the game, they're not playing any defense. Golden State stands 12th, knocking down an average of 12.9 threes per night. So 13 threes a game. That's good for 12th in the league. But they're shooting, they're 23rd in three-point shooting percentage. So they're hitting a bunch of them, but it looks like they're shooting at a really high clip and they're not efficient. And like I mentioned, Kelly Oubre, I could build a small house with the bricks he's throwing up. So bad. It's so ugly to watch him chuck them up. Sometimes Wiseman will pull up for a three, and it just looks awkward and ugly. So, I don't love the decision-making I'm seeing, but that's because the squad is really young, and Steph Curry can't take all the shots in a night, and these guys aren't really knocking down. The Clippers, as I mentioned, relied more on defense thus far, so I think that after we just saw a 108-101 victory for the Clippers, the total is set a little bit high in this one. So I'm not going to play a side in this one. I'm looking at the game total. Right now, we have it set at 229.5 points, 229.5. And, typically, I actually personally, I'll tell you, I played the over in the last game, thinking it would be, a run-and-gun shootout, and it just didn't pan out that way. Now, this is the second time, that they're going to play each other on these back-to-back games, or it's not 2 days in a row, but, back-to-back matchups, and now they've seen each other once. I think the line is still set too high. Do I think it'll go over 209 like it was in the previous game? Yeah, that's very possible. But 229.5, still a shade high for me, especially the way that the Clippers are going to look to match up against them. Slow pace of play versus high pace of play, good at defending the three. Warriors shooting a lot of threes, not hitting them efficiently. So, and the Warriors are playing really bad defense so far. Maybe they try to turn something around and make it a point to lock down a little more. So taking a look at some over/under statistics, no big edge there. LA 5-4 to the over/under this season so far. Golden State 4-4 to the over/under respectively this season. So basically 500 on either side, could go either way. But I will say the total has gone under in 11 of Golden State's last 14 games against an opponent in their division. So sometimes when they play in division, maybe it's a closer game, maybe it's a grittier, more defensive-oriented game. So that's what we're going to play. A lot of stats, a lot of takes in this one. But all in all, I'm going to keep the streak alive by playing the under in this game. Under 229.5 points to be scored in this contest. That's what I like. Let's see it get done. Let's see us go for 8. Can we hit the 8-piece? I'm going for 10, man. The lucky charm is out. I'm not done here. I am not done. I refuse to lay down and let the streak die. So good luck playing the under in this one. Let me know what you think in the comments. Guess the correct total score, the final score in this game, and you, my friend, can win $100. So always be looking out for our free pick videos and check out our live tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're doing our power ranking show. So much going on here at Pick Profit. Lock in with us. Let's make some money. Holler at us about the weekend package. I'm out of here. Let's get this bread. Booyah, kasha.